What is up, and welcome to Hot Take, where we chill out and listen to some music together and then get to debate who's right about what it means. I'm Toby A.K.A. Kushing from the T&D channel. Make sure you check out everything we do. And today we're going to check out Cream Puff War, psycho shit. I love it. This is my favorite era of the Grateful Dead. And, you know, right when they started, basically, I just love the surf rock and the psychedelia. And so we're gonna get over into this bitch. We're gonna do it as we do. And we are inside the self-titled album, which was, 1967. Let's get over into it and check out Cream Puff War. You know, again, just right away, there's always something to say before the lyrics, but just right away, again, there's a lot of acid rock in there. There's a lot of surf rock, you know, and you start with a groove. The organ's like just, you know, peeking over in the left ear here and staying on that carnival stuff, which we know was just a piece of this era. And then, you know, you think a groove's about to start, and then it just kind of gives you a sample of what it would be like in the depth of a jam, right? It's just doing some of that 60s wailing. And it starts off right away with some psycho nonsense, and I love it.
No, she can't take your mind and leave. I know it's just another trick she's got up her sleeve.
I will say too, like some of the jumps and stuff, it reminds me of a little bit of like punk or something. It has an extra little anarchist rock vibe to it, I think, that wasn't around at the time as much, especially in the psychedelic area. So I don't know, it seems like pretty crazy and straightforward with its craziness.
I can't believe she really wants
Get some clips on this recording.
After all, it's more than enough to pay for your life. Wait a minute, watch what you're doing with your time. All the influence of the past must stay behind.
Yeah, so I think that chorus is probably why I love the song so much. It just the changing up of the time signal or the timing, and then again just like kind of snapping right back to it without a beat. And so it's like, I don't know, without skipping a beat, it just seems so insane. You're like rocking that, it's like almost psychobilly type, you know, music, and then it's just like kind of stretched out, and it like I can imagine watching it really high or something. It just kind of like slows time a little bit and it moves with you, you know. Woo, and then just a straight yell. Classic. Young Jerry. You could tell that his solo style hadn't fleshed out yet. I love hearing it too, like this, the beach shit, you know, look at me, Beach Boy today, you know, for this song, maybe, who knows. I do love it, but I love hearing him before he fleshed out his complete tone. His tone changed over the years, but just his playing style, like it's just so experimental, off the wall. He doesn't really exactly know what he wants to do yet, you know. He hasn't found the sound that he's gonna kind of stick with in a few years, so it's cool to hear. Yeah, that nice little lanky, I would call it like a lanky changing of the time.
All the influence of the past must stay behind. Yeah. Well, can't you see that you're killing each other's snow? When you're both out in the
Organ
street
just
and
getting
got
it.
no place to go. Your cops, friends are getting to be ignored.
You gotta have another scream. And then another little sample of a crazy jam going off. I was trying to look up earlier, so I noticed that this one was just by Jerry himself, and I looked something up about it, and apparently this is the only one off this album that was all him, pretty much. And I was trying to find a definitive answer on what the Cream Puff War meant to them, and really even in interviews it seemed like a joking name that came up that was added as the last line in that, it was the last line added basically, and he had the rest of the song. So I couldn't find any definitive thing. They all said it was kind of nonsense that they were playing around with, but to me it's always made sense in the fact of like it's this like couple fighting, like it's almost like, so there's some perspective here that's like almost like a roommate that lives with a couple that's fighting all the time or something. It's like they're beginning to be like, I can't just watch y'all just destroy each other. And he's kind of fighting for his friend, being like, no, they can't do that to you. Like, you got to stand up for yourself, watch what you're doing with your time. It seems like kind of a best friend talking to someone in a toxic relationship. And so to me, the Cream Puff War thing was like, what a cream puff is like, not dangerous, right? It's not a weapon. And so if you're having a war with a cream puff, it's just going to hit you, splatter. It's not really going to make any damage. And so it's kind of saying to me, it's a nonsense battle. Like you're wasting your time fighting over nothing and it's getting nowhere. It has a lot of implication like that. But I couldn't get any for sure answers about what they thought it meant. And maybe they're just leaving it up to your mind to decide. I don't know. Nice. We got the fade out. All this era of music, I feel like, had that fade out, and we don't do that anymore. Like, at least as much. Oh, a little fade back in too, just for a second. And so Cream Puff War was just one of those that I love. It's just so crazy and psycho. And honestly, if you're trying to get someone into the Dead for the first time, this whole album is really hard place to start, right? And so to me, it seems special because it's not everybody's favorite. And, I'd say a lot of people say the same thing, but it's just what it is. I like the frantic nature of it, the chaotic nature of this era. And so it's always fucking cool to me. And so that's been the hot take today. Cream Puff War. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think Cream Puff War means. If you have an answer, if you have some evidence, you can show me a cited piece and we'll figure it out together. But let me know some different ones you want me to do, some different music, different bands, give me some ideas on that. Leave that like, subscribe to the channel if you want, and come back for more. Check out Kushing on Spotify. Check out Real Bird Apparel. Check out everything we're doing all across the board. And we love you. And we'll see you all the time. Bye.